Good evening. Imagine you are standing at the great gates of Konoha. The last line of sunlight has slipped behind the hills. A gentle afterglow rests on the rooftops, then melts into the deep blue of night. Above you, the sky holds warm orange, tender pink, and faint lilac. High clouds drift lazily, as if time itself has softened. A warm breeze touches your face, and you notice the air is mild, steady, kind. It carries the scent of fresh wood, steamed rice, a whisper of cherry blossoms. You breathe in slowly and breathe out even slower. With each calm breath, the weight of the day loosens and loosens again. The tall wooden gates stand before you, familiar, steady. Paper lanterns sway at their sides, flickering softly with the evening wind. Each lantern paints a small golden circle on the stones, a path of light, patient and welcoming. You begin to walk, unhurried. The cobblestones are still warm underfoot, the day still lingering, only a little. Your steps answer the stones with a quiet rhythm, step by step. Inside the gate, the evening hush opens around you, wide and kind and patient. In the distance, friendly voices drift and fade. A child laughs once, then quiet returns. Leaves move above you, a soft hush, a gentle answer to the breeze. Crickets begin to stitch the silence together, fine thread upon fine thread, steady, even, soothing. You pause, noticing how the air here feels different, softer, safer, as if the village itself were breathing with you. You breathe in and breathe out, and feel your shoulders drop, your jaw soften. The night welcomes you, and the walk truly begins. Lanterns move, paint, gather, and return. Light gathers at your feet, slides away, gathers again. Clouds slide across the dimming sky, unhurried, patient, without any place to be. The gate behind you grows smaller. The path before you grows gentler. A soft current of air touches your cheeks, brings the scent of wood, and carries away the last pieces of the day, piece by gentle piece. You listen to your footsteps, step by step, and the mind follows the rhythm. Thoughts drift like petals, turning once, twice, then settling, and lifting again with the next breeze. You stand for a moment and simply breathe. In and out, and you find that the breath begins to guide the pace. Everything takes on the shape of that pace. The lanterns, the leaves, the hush. Far voices rise and fade, never urgent, only kind. The stones feel sure beneath your feet, The air feels steady upon your skin. A quiet promise takes shape inside you. There is time. There is ease. There is rest. You look at the lanterns again, bright centers with soft edges. They do not hurry. They only keep you company. The breeze returns, and the paper shades answer with a small flutter, a small hello. Your hands feel light at your sides. Your shoulders lower without effort. You breathe and notice you are breathing. You walk and notice you are walking. The evening accepts you, fully and gently. Just like this. You take another step, then another. The gate is behind you now. The village opens before you like a calm hand. You follow the light as it gathers on the stone, then slips away, then gathers again, and the world becomes quiet and kind and unhurried. You follow the main street deeper into the village. Wooden houses to your left and right, eaves curving gently, windows glowing with amber light. Behind paper screens, shadows move, people eating, talking, laughing in soft voices. The evening holds every sound, lets each arrive and fade without hurry. On your left, Tucci's ramen shop. Steam unfurls from bowls like quiet clouds, rising, curling, disappearing into the warmth above, the scent of broth, noodles, soy sauce, and a hint of sesame oil. You pause, breathing it in, letting the warmth rest across your chest like a blanket. For a moment, everything becomes simple. A bowl, a breath, a calm heart. Farther ahead, a string of small lanterns sways in the breeze. They cast tender shadows on cobblestones, dappled and slow. Chopsticks touch porcelain. A small clear note, then stillness again. Light gathers at your feet, slides away, gathers again. Like the tide of breath, arriving, leaving, arriving. Cherry blossom petals drift through the air. They turn and settle on the stones until the next breeze lifts them and carries them onward. You watch them for a long moment, and your breathing chooses the same gentle pattern. Simple, steady, kind. You pass a tea shop, the door half open. From within, the earthy scent of green tea, roasted rice, a memory of citrus peel. A wooden sign creaks once, then settles. The sound is small, familiar, close, safe. Your steps remain unhurried, step by step. The lanterns glow a touch brighter. The street becomes quieter still. Paper lanterns flicker softly, their gold breathing with the wind. Light gathers at your feet, then slides away, then gathers again. Steam curls from ramen bowls, rising, fading, gone. Warmth rests across your chest like a blanket you do not need to hold. A single porcelain note sounds, then quiet returns to the street, steady, welcoming. Petals turn, settle, lift, settle. Your breath follows the same gentle pattern, arriving, leaving, arriving. The tea shop door murmurs on its hinge, a sound so small it makes the world feel familiar. You notice how the street guides your pace, how the glow of windows feels like a soft invitation to keep walking, but never to rush. You pass another doorway, voices low, laughter like a wave that reaches and recedes. You feel the rhythm in your shoulders now, and in your hands, and behind your eyes. You are not trying to relax. You are simply arriving where the evening already is. The main street widens, then narrows. Light gathers, then thins. Everything breathes at this measured pace. Your steps answer, step by step. And the night grows softer with every lamp you pass. The street opens into a small square. The marketplace is almost empty now. Just a few vendors remain. An old man rolls up bolts of cloth, hands moving slowly, carefully. The fabric whispers as it turns, a soft hush, a gentle fold, and another, and another. Beside him, a woman sorts herbs into shallow baskets. The air fills with mint, rosemary, dried ginger. You brush a basket rim with your fingertips, feeling the rough weave, the steady grain of wood. A cartwheel rolls once, wood on stone, and stillness returns. Above the square, larger lanterns hang in a gentle arc. Their light is soft, almost like moonlight, but warmer, kinder. A loose strip of fabric flutters. The breeze makes a quiet sound, a small, soothing shh that settles over everything. You stand in the center of the square and listen to near silence. You listen to your breathing, in and out, slow and slower, as if the square itself were teaching the rhythm. Cloth turns upon itself, fold after fold, a soft hush. The square holds the sound the way a pond holds moonlight. Herbs release their fragrance, cool and clean. Breathing becomes easier in such air, deeper without effort. A wheel turns once, wood on stone. Then quiet gathers again in every corner. Lantern light settles on your hands, warm along the knuckles, fading at the fingertips, returning as you move. You take a step, and the light moves with you. You stop, and it rests again, kind, patient. The breeze makes a gentle shh through a loose strip of fabric, as if the night itself we're asking you to rest. You feel a small smile form without trying. You notice the space between thoughts, like the still water between ripples. You breathe into that space, and it gently widens. Another vendor closes a lid, a soft wooden click. Footsteps fade at the edge of the square, then disappear. A lantern trembles once, then steadies. Everything returns to the same measured quiet. You stand in the center, and calm pools inside you, deeper and deeper, with every slow breath. When you are ready, you move on, without hurry. The square stays behind like a small light left burning, only for you. And the night continues to open, just ahead. At the far side of the square, a narrow path begins. It leads you down toward the river. Even from here, you hear the steady murmur of water, patient, unbroken. A voice that has learned every stone by heart. Lanterns line the bank. Their reflections stretch across the surface, golden threads, gently trembling with the current. Fireflies drift above the water, like tiny fallen stars, blinking softly, never in a hurry, never asking for more than this moment. The moon lays a silver road on the river. Ripples carry light downstream, silver moving over silver. Never the same, always the same. You walk beside the water, step by step, listening only to its rhythm, calm, even, endless. You pause at a bend in the bank. The river rounds the curve like a slow breath, and on the far side, a willow leans toward the surface. Its long branches trail like fingertips, tracing easy shapes into the night. You sit on a wooden bench beneath a tree. The wood is cool under your palms, steady, honest. You let your elbows rest, your shoulders lower, your hands grow warm. You close your eyes and let the river speak in quiet patterns. Reflections stretch, gather, loosen, return. Stretch, gather, loosen, return. The mind copies these patterns and forgets to hold. Somewhere upstream, a reed ticks once against the current, a small sound. Then the smooth hush resumes, endless, kind. A night bird calls from the other bank. One note, and then another. Each note arriving and fading, as softly as thought. The lantern nearest you sways, only a little. Its reflection breaks and heals, breaks and heals. Every small motion returns to stillness, the way breath returns to rest. You notice your breathing becomes slower and smoother. You notice the jaw soften, the tongue fall quiet, the eyes rest heavy and kind. You open your eyes, and the river is still there, exactly as before. The fireflies blink like patient guides, here, here, and here. The silver road continues, and will continue, whether you walk beside it or not. You rise slowly and begin to walk again. Your steps are light now, almost floating, almost following the river's own pace. Leaves whisper above you, a hush that calms the thoughts. The breeze moves along the surface, drawing a long, soft line through the reflections. The path curves, then straightens, then curves again, and with every curve, the body remembers how to move without effort. You follow the water, and the water follows the moon, and the night follows both. Among tall trees, an old training ground appears. No one is here. Only the marks of days gone by remain. Kunai rest where they were thrown, metal catching the faintest light. Wooden posts stand in silent rows, scarred from countless strikes. The earth is cool beneath your feet, and the faint scent of pine lingers in the air. You step onto the open ground. Fallen leaves rustle faintly under your steps. A soft, steady sound. Step by step, you cross the space. You trail your fingertips along a training log. The wood is rough, honest, lined with grooves and stories. Old marks tell quiet histories. Effort layered upon effort, day after day. The ground remembers every footfall and welcomes yours. You pause with your palm on the log. Feel the cold grain, the honest lines. Feel the silence move deeper into your chest. The night air here is thicker, somehow fuller. It wraps around you like a blanket, pressing the world beyond to the edges, where it grows small and quiet and kind. Overhead, the leaves answer the breeze with a gentle murmur, a lullaby the trees have known for years. Somewhere, an owl calls once, twice, and the stillness settles again, wider than before, deeper than before. You walk between the posts, as if walking through a gallery of patient effort. Each scar a reminder that time can shape wood and soften thought. You notice how the rhythm of your steps has slowed, how the breath has learned the shape of the night. You stop in the center of the practice field. The air is even here, balanced, calm. You let the shoulders lower. One more time. Let the sigh arrive and leave, and not be asked to do anything else. Old marks in the wood tell their stories without words. The ground holds you steady, while the mind grows quiet. The trees keep watch at the edges, soft pillars under a soft sky. You close your eyes for a few breaths and feel the body become heavier, safe, supported. welcomed by the earth beneath. When you open your eyes, nothing has changed, and everything is easier. You take a slow step forward, and the night walks with you. A cobblestone path begins at the edge of the forest. It winds upward, gently at first, then steeper. Step by step, you climb. Village sounds grow softer with each turn, until they are only a warm memory behind you, fading into the dark like candlelight at a distance. The air cools as you rise. Your breath feels clear, steady, unhurried. You place each foot with care, listening to the small sound of stone meeting leather. The moon keeps you company, unblinking, patient. At last, you reach the overlook beside the monument. The carved faces look out over Konoha, silent, timeless. Below you, the village spreads like a sea of warm light. Hundreds of glowing windows, each one a home, each one a story, each one a heartbeat. Rooftops shine with lantern gold. Streets curve like soft threads through the houses. Everything holds together, gently, like a net woven out of rest. Above everything, the sky is scattered with stars. Some bright and near, others faint and far. They do not ask you to count them. They only keep quiet watch. A breeze lifts and settles, carrying away the last fragments of worry, strand by gentle strand, like silk pulled by careful hands. You breathe in cool air and breathe out slower than before. You stand for a while, letting the view fill you and calm you. The lights below pulse like heartbeats, steady, reassuring. From here, everything becomes smaller, softer, easier. The chest loosens, the belly releases, the jaw grows warm and heavy. The eyes blink longer and longer, and the space between thoughts opens wider. Time blurs at the overlook. The village lights continue, the stars continue, and you simply share the same stillness. When you begin to walk again, you move as if the path had become part of your breath. Downward, slowly, with the calm folded into you like a quiet light you now carry. You walk down, back into the village. The streets are quieter now. Lanterns glow more softly, their light resting in still pools on the ground. Windows burn with low gold, and shadows move slowly within. You pass houses with curtains half drawn. Inside, voices murmur gently. A laugh rises and falls and becomes memory. A dog lies curled by a doorway, its breathing deep, steady. You pass carefully, not wishing to disturb its rest. You note the ease of your own breath, how it now matches the village, slow and slower. Further along, the air carries the faint scent of tea. It leads you to your own home. You open the door, the familiar creak greeting you. Inside, warmth settles across your shoulders without having to be asked. Shoes soften against the floor. Wood answers with a small, friendly sound. You pour a cup of hot tea. Steam curls upward, rising, fading, gone. You carry it to the window, sit down, and look outside. The cup warms your hands. The warmth travels into the wrists, the forearms, the chest. Calm gathers wherever the warmth goes and stays. The village rests in deep calm. Above it, the stars shimmer, patient and bright. The moon hangs quietly among them, keeping company with roofs and trees and sleeping rooms. Nothing is missing. Nothing is urgent. You take a sip. Let the warmth spread through you. You set the cup down. Breathe in and breathe out. Lanterns glow in still pools on the ground, islands of gold guiding your feet when you will rise again. Outside, stars keep quiet watch. Inside, you rest, with nothing to do but breathe. Steam rises, fades, and returns only as warmth in your chest. You breathe, slower and slower. You let the night hold you, through sleep and into morning. And if sleep arrives now, it arrives the way the river moves. Constant, kind, unhurried. Rest now and be at ease.